Hey guys, Disco here, and today we're reacting to the Dead by Daylight update 7.3.1 bug fix patch. If you hear loud fan, that is from my computer. I have no idea what happened to it. There was nothing running on it. I wasn't using it for a few hours. I was gonna check something on Steam. Noticed that Dead by Daylight was updating. Noticed this, so here we are. So I apologize if you hear my computer fan on. I have no idea why it's so hot right now because I had nothing running on it, but whatever. Um, so I guess we'll start with the release schedule since it's first. That makes sense. Update releases 11 a.m. Eastern, so it's been out for a few hours now. Haunted by Daylight Halloween event starts 2 p.m. Eastern. That probably started already. Haunted by Daylight Halloween Tome opens at the same time, so I don't know why they included it, but whatever. So those are probably open now. I don't know if I'm gonna play much during this. Been I've gone quite a bit of a break. I meant to play during Scorch and BBQ, but people were still complaining about how toxic the game was. And that's why I was so happy when I finished the event stuff to just forget about it for a while, because it was. I remember there being a lot of toxic playstyles from June and July of 2023, and I remember just I was having like zero fun at that point. The only reason why I was playing was for challenges. One was just so I could make sure that I finished the rift and the tomes and whatnot on time. And then come the 7th anniversary event, and like it was cool, but my God, the coolness didn't last long. It was so I barely got everything because it was so toxic and so much of a pain in the ass for me, the worst Dead by Daylight player of all time. So you can imagine how bad it was if even good players were complaining. Because again, I am the worst Dead by Daylight player of all time. And yeah, it was so bad. So I met the players course of BBQ. People were still complaining about how toxic the game was. So I didn't play. I played. I've only been playing PTBs right now. Just testing out new stuff, playing against bots because I don't want to deal with real people, and just praying that that the that the game will sort of stop being so toxic. Um, I will always say that the funnest period of Dead by Daylight for me was Sadako to Dredge, because yes, it was tough, but like I actually had a chance, because after that was the 40 perk rework, which just completely murdered survivors. Survivor players were just doing so badly there for a bit because we were still trying to get used to the changes. Whereas killers, like, they now break stuff and chase faster, and they clean blood off faster. And those two changes alone were absolutely devastating. But it was just nothing but 4Ks, and that was kind of the. I still think the 40 perk rework, at least for me, was the start of this game just being not very fun. Like, I mean, it was rough already, but it got so rough after that, and just so frustrating. And then even now, it's like I if it's if it's very rarely that I actually survive now. It's almost always 4Ks, almost always, and the game really haven't been very fun. If you were watching us in July, you would know I was not a very heavy camper. Now, obviously, a lot of the Dead by Dead videos at that time were negative, and So I'm sure a lot of people thought I was some super pissed off all the time person. But it was like, I didn't record every single thing that happened, but it was rough. There were some good stuff that I didn't talk about, like really record or talk about, but very well. Um, okay, so this, if you saw my last video on the uh, update where they added the mid chap when they added the mid chapter stuff, the this I told you to look out for the PS4 Trapper because he got a change that wasn't coming in yet, and here it is. So Trapper's new change is finally in the game. Looks like mine is about done downloading. The reason I was getting thumbs up idea was there was a code. It was like for a coin thing. I can stab, but besides the point. And it's the Trapper's bear traps now spawn close to each generator at the beginning of a trial, which is so helpful because they spawn out like very far away from generators before and very spread out, but now they're in a more usable spot now, which is nice being out by generators. So I've been very happy with all of Trapper's changes. I feel like he easily went from being the worst character into game to at least easily average. Maybe a little above or under depending on who you ask, but I think Trapper is like solid. Like if you look at a tier list as S to F, Trapper has probably spent most of his time in F tier or D tier because I know a lot of YouTubers have D tier as that has the worst shooter. But Trapper is consistently considered the worst character, but I think after these changes, he's solid right there in the middle. But that's just me. Let's go merchant. Add unique prompts to differentiate which direction a drone will run to. I mean, that's good, I guess. That's always better. Tunable. Was in Haunted by Daylight. I don't know if I'm gonna be there for this. I cannot play on my main account. Neither can Orange. Orange can't play the game at all right now, and I could play it. But this break has been amazing, and I don't know yet if I'm going to or not. But we'll see. It says Haunted by Daylight Halloween event starts. October 18th, 2 p.m. Eastern, which I believe. So it started today. Didn't know, it's a surprise. The Archives Haunted by Daylight Halloween event opens today, same time. So I don't really understand why they include both of those separate things. Event gameplay detail screen. The event pop-up has a new tab where you can view details of the event gameplay. Okay. Event currency. Haunted by Daylight introduces a new reward, Dark Trinkets, an exclusive currency for Halloween events. Dark Trinkets are earned by completing challenges and levels within the Haunted by Daylight event home. Spend Dark Trinkets on cosmetics and charms within the event's collection screen. So is it like, okay, so is it basically you do challenges for this, you get those trinkets, and then instead of like having challenges that lead to cosmetics and the charms, you now just have to use the trinkets to get the cosmetics and charms? Huh. I'm very confused because the currencies I know of are blood points, blood shards, and auric cells. Although mobile has an extra one, which at least one or two extra ones. I'm not entirely sure what the Dark Trinket is yet because I haven't played, but interesting. Collection milestone rewards. Milestone rewards are several rewards that you unlock simply by unlocking event collection rewards, earn all event cosmetics to unlock them all. So I guess as you unlock stuff using the Dark Trinkets, I guess you get access to something more special. That's interesting. Bugfix's archives. Fix an issue where the Falling Darkness Master Challenge can be completed after the first activation the Nightfall. Fix a visual issue when playing animatics on screen with an aspect ratio other than 69. All skill check related challenges and master challenges no longer gain progress while struggling out of the killer's grasp. That's fucking stupid. Cause before it did, so me and Orange took advantage hardcore of that because before it was like earns however much great skill checks, and we got that. And we finished a lot just by wiggling. I guess now that wouldn't count, which I feel like is dumb because it kind of is, but whatever. I understand why they did that. It just sucks because it limits how much progress you can make by a lot. But I do understand why they did that. It's not that the biggest deal. It just sucks. Anti-face camp. The anti-face camp UI is not only visible when the last survivor alive is hooked. It doesn't really make sense for it to show up anyway, so that scenario, so that makes sense. The anti-face camp meter is now colored when filling up. That's good, so it doesn't like blend in with everything as easily. Now it's a bit more, it pops out a bit more. It's more able to distinguish that it's, filling up and whatnot. Hooked survivors no longer count when calculating the rate at which the anti-face cam meter fills up. I mean, yeah, that makes sense because that would be kind of weird if they did count towards that. The audio cue when the anti-face cam meter is properly placed for spectators. Okay, that's good. The struggle skill check will now properly show up when the unhook yourself interaction is started during a struggle skill check and then stops midway. Fix an issue that caused the face cam feature to not fill the meter when the killer was standing above certain basements. Fix an issue that caused the anti-face cam meter to stop filling when the killer was slightly higher than the hooked survivor. Audio. Fix an issue that caused the anti-face cam to not have an audio cue when the meter is filled while spectating. They literally just said that. Fix an issue that caused the found the match as of X to not being played. The audio stuff is almost always boring, in my opinion. I understand why they want to fix audio cues, but very rarely am I like, that was a cool thing that they changed. Like, no, it's almost always like either something they had already stated or it was just something really dumb, in my opinion. I'm just like, why is this here? Bots. Bots now avoid short loops created by a one-way ramp. Bots kick my ass without even trying, but that's good. I like how bots are getting better, but I can't even get. I fucking suck against them. It's a kind of embarrassing how bad I am at this game in particular because I suck so badly. And then characters. Fix an issue that caused a placeholder string to appear when the skill merchant targets the ground to change its rotation direction. Okay. Looks like quite a bit of this is about her, so that's interesting. Fix various localizations issues and various skill merchant add-ons. Okay. Fix an issue with the skill merchant geographical readout add-on to prevent the add-on stacking with itself and remove the kill switch, allowing the add-on to be played again. Oh yeah, I completely forgot. They very quickly after the PTB stuff got added to the base game, they kill switched that add-on. But it looks like it's back. It looks like they fixed whatever the issue was, and that's cool. Fixing the issue that prevents survivors from playing the correct animation when using blast mine or wires up on generator. Okay. Fixing the issue that causes the drone to be missing a skill which its hand when using killer power. That is interesting. Fixing the issue that caused the Demogorgons hand the clip into the killer's camera view while carrying a survivor looking down. Survivors can no longer instantly free trapped allies from the trapper's bear trap when it's placed on the staircase. That's kind of bullshit, but okay. It takes a while to get out of the spare trap sometimes. Skill merchant drones were recalled when rotating counterclockwise, now rotate clockwise when placed again. Edit. Fix an issue that caused the Cenobite to be unable to use his killer power after solving the laminate configuration. You could just not be able to use your power as Pinhead sometimes. That's a good thing they fixed that. I don't know why it says edit. That's kind of weird. Environment slash mass. Fix an issue that caused players to be able to climb a vault instead of jumping on it. On the Nostromo's wreckage. Perks. Fix an issue that caused the perk background player to activate when performing rushed actions without moving. Platforms. Friends from other platforms are now correctly visible in the Friends menu. UI. In the archives, the unlock tiers functionality was still accessible by gamepad even if the button was not visible. Fixing the issue. Fixing issue when collecting a mystery box as the last note didn't reveal the mystery item collected. Fix a rare issue in the lobby where the player's wallet could be seen duplicated. Fix an issue with the match found SFX not playing anymore. The day and night cycle is now visible in the survivor portraits when playing as the dredge. I mean, that's kind of important for that to be there. Miscellaneous. Fix an issue that costs missing a brand new part skill check to disable generator passive regression. Fixed older event cosmetics such as frosty ice missing from players' inventories. Known issues. When the Oni goes through an open unstable Rift teleporter part up so its character model will become visible and clear for the gamer. I'm not sure what it means by open unstable Rift teleporter, but that's just me. I think that's an event thing, but if it's not, then I honestly don't know. It might just be me not understanding correctly, though, which is entirely possible, knowing me. When completing a trial as your survivor or a killer, the tally screen does not show the expected result. So overall, not. I mean, it was pretty. It was just little fixes. That's typically what these are. They did give Trapper. They did finally add that Trapper change, which was nice. They unkill switched that add-on, which was nice. They added. And they talked about the Haunted by Daylight event a little bit, and that was about it, really. But I mean, not bad. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you liked it, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, share the video, ring the bell. Do all the algorithmic garbage that helps us out, means a lot to us, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.